Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. As the president, his legal team, and his allies in Congress and the media do all they can to sabotage the Mueller probe right before our eyes, the special counsel and his team keep quiet. They stay out of the limelight. They don't leak, as far as we can tell. They don't make statements. But in an obscure court filing last night, they gave us a rare glimpse of just how massive and complex their investigation has become and how far it still has to go. As part of his ongoing efforts to kneecap the Mueller probe, the president succeeded at forcing intelligence and Justice Department officials to brief lawmakers today on classified material related to an FBI informant. Democrats question why Emmett Flood, that would be the lawyer representing the White House in that probe, appeared at the start of these briefings, which were set up in response to the president's latest conspiracy theory about a so-called deep state spy embedded in his campaign. And that is just one of the far-fetched, baseless narratives that have taken root in the vacuum of actual information from investigators. The president's allies have, of course, taken advantage of Mueller's silence, appointing themselves, somewhat hilariously, his de facto spokespeople, giving status updates to the public. Rudy Giuliani, for example, has claimed Mueller hopes to wrap up his obstruction of justice inquiry by September, while other surrogates say now's the time to start winding it all down.
In the interest of the country, I think it's time to wrap it up. And I would very respectfully encourage the special counsel and his team to bring their work to completion.
I think he should be free to do his job, but I would like to see it get wrapped up, of course. I mean, we want to see this thing come to its conclusion. It's been a year. My guess is he's probably coming to a conclusion.
But last night, Robert Mueller spoke up for himself. He did it in a court filing, the only method his team ever uses to communicate with the public. And it reads like a direct response to the president and his supporters, arguing against a motion by news organizations to unseal search warrants and other confidential records. Mueller's team portrays the probe as a vast, complex web with components we in the public aren't even aware of. And it's far from being done. Quoting here, the special counsel's investigation is not a closed matter, but an ongoing criminal investigation with multiple lines of non-public inquiry. Many aspects of the investigation are factually and legally interconnected. They involve overlapping courses of conduct, relationships, and events, and they rely on similar sources, methods, and techniques. While the special counsel's office has already brought charges against 22 individuals and entities, according to the filing, it does not mean those cases even are closed. Quote, here, the government's warrant applications and related materials, including those that relate to persons who have been charged or pleaded guilty, are part of the special counsel's ongoing investigation. Disclosure of those materials could reveal sources, methods, factual and legal theories, and lines of investigation extending beyond the charged conduct.